I know you may not believe it. But God did it. So let me start the show this evening by saying there is no better time than now. In some hours more, we'll be going straight to Ivory Coast, Abidjan. You must score out of the big place today. It's the African Cup of Nations. Are you ready for me, Lagos City? We have to run this one with you. Don't go anywhere right here on VOP 90.3 FM. Lagos City is the best place to be at all time. On the show with me, I've got, I'll be having fun. I want to have fun on the show today. I already have that man who was here and also today that, Ikechukwu in the building as well. And not Ikechukwu alone. I don't want to do the unveiling myself, but you're welcome. Very, very looking stunning at the moment this evening. Good evening to you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're looking very nice on the show.
Thank you.
You're admiring her, tell her. No, he might be admiring you.
I
He doesn't
suppose now I'm a beautiful lady. Come
right,
on.
of course, he might not want to say that, right?
Well.
But because you just say the way it is, right? I hope I'm not getting you on the spot.
I'm just asking.
Sorry.
How much is the bride price?
What do you say?
How much is
already?
The bride price? Already?
Straight to the point.
Let me chop your money for talk about
Okay, we have the lady in the building. That's the only lady in the building, actually. But we're taking you to Ivory Coast. Let's get to meet you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here, Kizzy K.
Okay, so we have to run on the show. At some point, let's quickly give you a run through what will happen on the show. At some point, we'll go on a break. We'll have a guest artist who will be making the show looking very fly. But meanwhile, we want to talk about the African Cup of Nations. Ivory Coast will be playing very soon against Guinea-Bissau. That's a very big match on the show. So just stay here and don't go anywhere. You have a surprise. Valerie is the name. You didn't tell me your name. I'm saying your name is.
Oh, sorry. So I'm Valerie, and I'm here with Kizzy K today.
Okay, so privilege to have you. I love to use the word, and anyone that comes on my show, I say you have a big name. You're a big name, actually.
Okay.
So what do you have for us today? Let's do it together.
Oh, so yeah, we're talking about the 2023 AFCON Cup of Nations.
Right.
Yeah, which was originally supposed to happen in the year 2023, but then they rescheduled it to this early 2024.
Right.
Which reasons be that they said because of the heavy rains across the West African countries, Ivory Coast, and yeah, Ivory Coast was chosen as the host for the African Cup of Nations 2023.
Okay, so that's just what it is. You had her. I will be giving you some fun facts. You need to know some historical talk on the show. You need to know Egypt is the most successful team in the African Cup of Nations, boasting 7 titles. The Egyptians have lifted the trophy 3 times on home soil, 1959, 1986, and 2006 respectively. They are the only team to win the cup 3 times consecutively. You didn't see that? Interesting, right?
Very interesting.
Okay. All right. So Ivory Coast. All right. Okay, so quickly I'll let you know the Ivorian side, talk about the Ivory Coast, have been African champions twice before, most recently in 2015 with a team captained by Yaya Toure, and are hoping to thrive under the pressure of playing at home.
The Confederation of African Football, yeah,
right?
That's CAF. They've announced that a 40% increase in the prize money for the winning AFCON. Yeah,
right.
They said the winning national team would take home $7 US. I did not mention it well.
That's $7 million US.
A whole $7 million US.
Is it big?
Are you whining me? While the runner-up takes home $4 million US. Wow, these are huge sums.
Right.
Wait, and the third place goes home with $2.5 US million.
Valerie, you
See,
sound,
people confuse them.
you,
Because the money is too much for.
you now sound like you want to play the game.
I actually want to right now because the money is sounding so killing in my ear, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I should just hit the field right now and then just start throwing the balls and then just score.
Right.
In fact, I'm going to come first.
Okay,
you'll be surprised there. And the 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations is set to take place in Cote d'Ivoire next year.
The Super Eagles have been drawn in the Group A alongside host country Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau, and Equatorial Guinea.
And with less than 30 days left until the tournament, the Confederation of African Football.
It was more like that before, but now we're already there, so it's today.
Oh, okay. So
let's get Valerie. I want to know. Let me say about the historic contest, right? Cote d'Ivoire is hosting the tournament for the first time since 1984. Were you born then?
I beg no.
Since 1984.
I'm not an ancient.
Okay, so tell me about the venue and overview.
Oh, okay. So the venue overview, the match will be held in 6 stadiums across 5 host cities.
Okay.
Reflecting Cote d'Ivoire's commitment to sport infrastructure development. And the city of Abidjan, Bouaké, Korogo, San Pedro, and Yamoussoukro.
Okay, that's nice to know. So I'll let you know now. Akwaba. Can you say Akwaba?
Akwaba.
Okay, so Akwaba, the official.
Sounded like one Ghanaian.
I think it's what's his name? Mohammed Ramadan. That Yemi Alade of Nigeria, and also Magic System in that one. If you need to listen to that song very well. So that's the official mascot. The official mascot Akwaba, derived from the Bole language term welcome, representing.
That Bole is sounding like Bole.
Yeah, but that one looks like right.
It sounds like our Bole now.
Bole,
you know?
like our plantain.
Yeah, you get. So
but it actually means it's a word termed welcome, represented by an elephant. Akwaba attire pays homage to the host nation identity by minoring Cote d'Ivoire home colors. So they have Poku. What's Poku?
Okay, so Poku is the official match ball.
Right.
The official match ball is called Poku. Sounds like I didn't know what that sounds funny. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah. And it honors the late Ivorian football legend Laurent Poku.
That's a legend, actually.
Nice. And is renowned for his historic achievement of scoring 5 goals in the 6-1 victory over Ethiopia during the 1970 tournament.
Okay, so we'll still keep giving you all of the updates you need to know. Akwaba, the official song celebration. That's the official song. Akwaba features Nigerian artist Yemi Alade, Egyptian rapper Mohammed Ramadan, and Ivorian music band Magic System. The anthem blends Afrobeat, rap, and Zoglo, embodying a unique musical fusion deeply rooted in the tradition of the tournament. Valerie, do you have any favorite for you to say in the AFCON?
I think. Who would I say?
You're thinking.
Where
are you from? Where are you from? Let me know. Where are you from? Let us know where you're from.
Hey, I'm a proud Nigerian.
So, okay, you're still thinking. Tell us, what are you thinking? Who will be your favorite? Who do you think to lift? Who do you want to leave the trophy?
I want Nigeria too.
Can we do it?
Yeah, I believe in us, actually. I do believe in us. Yeah, we are able to. What's that? Sure. I'm vouching for my country. Even if we don't, I'm still vouching for my country.
But do you think we can? Okay.
We can.
I'm not going to tell anybody. We can.
Yes, we can.
Are you trying to be patriotic here?
I am not. This is we supported ourselves. If we don't support ourselves, who will? No one. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just hope. Let's believe. Get our fingers crossed. Let's get Ike on this one.
Let's be positive on this.
Ike, you're welcome on this.
Yeah.
Come on this. Valerie saying Nigeria wins it. I've not said anything yet. Do you think we can win it?
You've not said anything.
I've not said anything. I'm only asking.
You don't believe in us. I know you're proud.
I've not said anything yet.
Well, if you want me to answer as Nigerian,
what do you say?
If you want me to answer as Nigerian,
right,
I will. And if you want me to answer as an analyst, I will. So
okay.
Which one do you want?
Okay, first of all, who wants to answer as a Nigerian?
Okay.
Because you're in Nigeria.
I want our football to really develop, so I will not say we're going to win. Because if I say we're going to win, it's like just giving them a pass. It's not like we don't have the players to do it, but I don't think we have the team.
Okay.
That's where the problem is.
So we're having to put together the likes of Samuel Chikwueze.
That's the name. We might have the name. I mean,
aside the name, but these people are actually good.
That's what I'm saying.
For them, and they are in like most of all these big top clubs.
It's not about the name, right? It's about the team, the cohesion.
Okay, so it's not just about one person. It's about
football is a team sport.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So every department of the team has to click.
But you'll
Okay.
be shocked that in football anything can happen.
Yeah, anything is possible.
I cannot
Because
be
you
shocked.
can't-
I have no business with electric. I cannot be
I'm
shocked.
actually, but that's facts.
That's like
here.
a number for me.
That's like facts here because you can't even predict. You can't even say if you want to predict a match and say, okay, let's say for instance, Man U playing against Liverpool, you might say, oh, Liverpool will win, and it might end up being that Man U.
Right.
You get
Okay,
so you can't even.
I can agree with you on that based
Yeah.
on the fact that football is a very unpredictable game.
Yeah,
Right?
sure.
It can go either way
Yeah.
anytime. Yes, I can agree. But on paper, from what we can actually see, following trends of other tournaments,
Yeah.
I don't think we have the team.
Okay.
We don't have the team.
Okay.
But players, yes, we have the players.
But I hope they shock you.
Okay, so let's go on a group.
Sorry. So
Right.
you answered as a Nigerian, right? Now I want you to answer as an
Oh,
I
we
think
said
I answered as both already.
No.
Oh, you said I asked you.
Okay,
Okay.
As a
Yeah,
Nigerian.
Yeah, he answered as a Nigerian.
So which one?
So
Which
now
one?
we want him to answer as an analyst.
Okay,
As an analyst, right?
Right.
Something about football is that you might not have the team, right?
Okay.
But you can actually have that, players that can actually make the difference.
Right.
We do have those players that can make the difference, right? But then, if the team really doesn't work as it should be, I don't think we can actually do anything. Now, for example, I was talking about Victor Osimhen earlier today when I was talking about his ability to score goals,
Right.
But then, if those services doesn't come at the end of the day, will he get the goals? These are the questions, right? But then, we can just be focused on how much or how well we play. But the question is, other teams, can we actually say same for them?
Okay.
Right? Clearly, the North African side are the favorite.
Okay.
Again, you cannot rule against. When it comes to a tournament like that in Africa, the host teams are very, very strong.
All right.
Cote d'Ivoire, knocking Cote d'Ivoire out of this tournament is going to be very
But are they your
difficult.
favorites? No.
No, they're not my favorite.
Okay, let's go,
Morocco.
babe. Let's go.
So for the group structure, the 24 teams are divided into 6 groups of 4 teams each. With intriguing matchups like Egypt versus Ghana
Right.
in Group B and Senegal versus Cameroon in Group C.
Okay, so I'll tell you about the tournament format. The top teams in each group and the 4 best ranked third place teams advance to the last 16, followed by quarterfinal, semifinals, a match for third place, and the final.
For kickoff times,
Right.
during the group stages, at least 2 games will be played each day at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And 8 o'clock also. All times are in GMT. Similar timings will be used in knockout stages starting on Saturday, 27th of January.
Okay, so that's today. There's no better time than now. I'll quickly let you know opening match details. Cote d'Ivoire against Guinea-Bissau. You sound like you're very happy. Are you from Ivory Coast?
I'm in Nigeria. I'm happy.
Okay.
But I'm quite positive about the match. That my Nigerians are going to make me proud.
So we play tomorrow.
Notwithstanding, not minding what Ike has said, according to his analyzing whatever football analysis.
Well, Valerie, let's get on this now.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you this question again.
Okay.
Why do you think Nigeria can win it?
Because I feel like we have the players, the right players here to help us get to that point of winning the match. But as he has said that football is not just all about individuals, not the name.
Right.
It's a team thing, And I feel I'm so sure, not feeling, I'm so sure that they've had their trainings and the coach has seen where their weak points are and where their strengths are, and he knows where to place them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Valerie being very optimistic.
Okay, so just to elaborate on that.
Okay.
Again, we start to see the color of the team after the first game.
Right.
Second game in every tournament is usually the most important game. Yeah, because the very first game is that game where you want to, get into the mood of the tournament. Right. Then after the first game, the second game is because that's when you start knowing the teams that will go out and the team that will, most likely progress to the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from the second game, we'll get to see the strength of the Super Eagles compared to other teams and how far we can actually go. But for now, I can actually just say that we've got the players here, but of course the team I cannot vouch.
Okay, so let's quickly let you know now the 2023. People begin to wonder, ask questions on the show. A lot of my DMs saying, Kizike, why is this tournament being played in 2024? I would call it AFCON 2023. And sometimes some people want to call on the show, but like want to correct you, presenter. Well, away from that, you tune into the best station, the best place you need to be at all time, voice of the people. 90.3 FM. I'm the voice of the mic, and my name is Kizzy K. So we are giving you a run through about the African Cup of Nations. We are being patriotic to African soil, and I'll let you know that the 2023 Cup of Nations of African soil, AFCON, which is originally supposed to happen in the year 2023, so we call it 2023 African Cup of Nations, was rescheduled to early 2024. The reason was a simple one. Just as concern for heavy rains across the West African country, Ivory Coast is the chosen country to host this title 2023 AFCON event.
And the 2023 AFCON tournament is now set to be played today, being the 13th day in January, and it has to run through to the 12th day in February.
So we wait to know who celebrates and that. We'll just keep you updated. So let's go with the top 10, right? The top 10 players to watch at the AFCON. Talk about the African Cup of Nations 2023 in Ivory Coast. Which football stars can play a key role in helping their team win a CAF African Cup? Let's see how it goes now.
The CAF African Cup of Nations, it kicks off in Ivory Coast here, when the host face Guinea-Bissau on January 13th, which is today.
If you're saying it looks as if it's far. It's today.
It's today. That's why I say I have to indicate it there.
Yeah.
The 13th day in January, which is today, yeah, at the Alassane Isha in Abidjan.
Okay, that's saying Hotel Stadium in Abidjan. I understand you've not been there.
But I've been there in your spirit, dreams. Not in my dreams actually.
Where? When?
I'm going to watch the match now. So
you watch
I don't necessarily have to be there physically. Yeah, me having to watch it. My presence is there, and I'm here I'm there to support.
Not them say they fly you.
When they do like this, I don't be dealing there.
Okay, let's go there. No disrespect to Benny though.
No disrespect.
All right, so still on the talk about the top 10 to watch in the African Cup of Nations. The CAF African Cup of Nations kicks off in Ivory Coast today, where the host country faces Guinea-Bissau. So Senegal are the defending champion as they beat Egypt on penalties at the last edition in Cameroon. I would not forget that in a hurry. Now, we'll talk about the top 10 players. Valerie, you let me know who is number 1 on your list.
Okay, and number 1 on my list today is Mohamed Salah.
Do you like him? Sorry. I'm just saying, do you like him?
Where did that come from?
No, I'm just saying, no. Do you like him?
How? Where did I even come from?
Okay, let me say it right. Do you like his gameplay?
Yeah, I do like his gameplay.
Okay, so tell us about Salah.
Okay, so Salah is an Egypt.
He's an Egyptian player, right?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah is an Egyptian player, and the hopes and dreams of a nation rest on one man's shoulder, which is on Mohamed Salah.
Right.
If Egypt are to add their record 7 continental titles, then Mohamed Salah will have to bear the brunt of the work for pharaohs.
Right.
Egypt have not won an AFCON title since 2010.
That's
a very, very long time. And Salah has been left on the losing side in the final in both 2017 and 2021.
Okay, so that's to say this edition of AFCON may not be the 31-year-old last, but it will be the last one where Egypt can truly boast that the king is still at the peak of his powers. How many international goals did Salah have? How many goals will Salah add to his 53 appearance? And he's already netted in just so many games. Now, in only 93 appearances, he's likely to be the decisive start for Egypt. Hope of erasing the memory of defeat in the final of the last AFCON by Senegal. Let me ask you, if an Egyptian side lost a final last time, where do you see them going this time around? They were in the final. They got far.
Oh, they got to the final.
Right, and lost. Yeah, Senegal won the 4-2.
Oh, yeah. That's if they put in the effort they put in the last 1 year. If they put double of it now, I believe they would. No, they will not. Because I want Nigeria to win.
Okay, they will not. You want Nigeria. Okay, let's go with the second one. Let's talk about Senegal. Who's the name you have there?
I've got Sadio Mane.
The way you hype these people, do you like him?
I do like him. I like his match. I like his playing. I like his.
The way she's hyping them. When we get to Nigerian player, we'll know how you hype it.
Don't worry.
You raise voice in Salah.
For my Nigerians.
In what's the name? In Sadio Mane.
Always got their back, man.
Okay, so for Sadio Mane, although not set to be as defining a role like in the Senegal team as his former side, Liverpool teammate Salah is to Egypt. Sadio Mane is still the main man for his nation. His laws, His lose to the Senegal team at the Qatar 2022 World Cup cannot be overstated. As reigning AFCON champions, the Lions of Teranga were thought to be the African team that could break through to the semi-final stage in a global event for the first time.
You know that without Manie,
Right.
the Lions lost their bite and could not repeat their previous best of the quarterfinal appearance, as they were well beaten in the group by Netherlands and in the round of 16 by England. The 31-year-old's 39 goals, that's a lot, lot of goals in 100 appearances.
Okay.
Well, that's to say is a lot. Well, he shall try. For his country simply could not be replicated. It's hard to see how Senegal defend their crown if Mane fails to fire.
Okay, so we are still talking about the top 10 players to watch for the AFCON, and coming number 3 is that man,
Victor Osimhen.
So Victor Osimhen,
I
love that. See, you need to be patriotic to the core.
Yeah,
you need it. So tell us about Osimhen.
So Victor Osimhen became the hottest property in the world of football last season when he finished as leading scorer in Serie A,
right,
helping Napoli to their first league title since 1990.
Wow.
Hey, he denied a crack at the 2022 Qatar World Cup by Nigeria's playoff defeat by Ghana. AFCON 2023 marks Osimhen's first chance to shine on the international stage.
Is he going to shine?
I hope so. He will.
Are you sure? Okay.
If Nigeria are to lift their fourth crown and only their second in 30 years,
right,
then it is likely that Osimhen will be very close to securing the tournament's leading scorer accolade.
Wow.
And then we're going to clap, bang, 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 and ring the bell for him. Yeah, and the 25-year-old already has 20 goals in 27 appearances. Wow. Hello, is that a joke to you?
No, it's not a joke, right? I'm supporting Nigeria.
When what's it called? When Sadio Mane had 39 goals in 100 appearances, and this one has 20 goals in 27
appearances. Right.
Come on, that's not a joke, man. That's not a joke. And there's no shortage of riches for Nigeria in their attacking options. But the 2023 African player of the year will need to carry either the goal scoring for his team or workload to keep the focus of the defenses on him, and in doing so free up space for others.
He's the African best player. Any pressure for him, Ike?
I mean, being the best player in the tournament, being the best player in every continent or in the world, going into any tournament, there's huge pressure. So yes, there's a lot of pressure. Plus the fact that Nigeria is a powerhouse in African football, so there's a natural pressure that comes with Nigeria performing at.
So how does he go into a tournament like that, knowing fully well that a lot of pressure comes on his neck?
I think he has seen the pressure already. Playing for Napoli. Right. I mean, they've not won the league for over 30 years until his arrival. Yes, for over 30 years until his arrival. Yeah. So yes, they finally won the league, and I think that's a very huge relief. With the kind of money he was brought into the city of Naples with. So yeah, now in Nigeria, this is actually not a new thing for him. Of course, the AFCON might be new, but the pressure itself is not new. So I expect him to actually go into the tournament with a very clear mind. And of course, I like I said before, Osimhen will really do little if the supporting team, the supporting roles or that has.
Okay, so let's talk about this one now quickly. Now, still on the top 10, I've got this one from Ghana. He's so good that the Arabian call him Kudusa. His name is Mohamed Kudus.
You have never been introduced to him.
You like these guys, Valerie?
Your name sounds so sweet.
Okay, introduce him officially. All right, go.
Okay, so the next player on our list is a Ghanaian, and his name goes by Mohamed Kudus.
Well, we sound like we're celebrating Ghana, but then neighboring country, no problem. Now, Mohamed Kudus has taken the Premier League by storm with West Ham in this season, something a player transferring to England rarely does in first year. The midfielder is 12th on the list in the English top flight for goals per minute. Not bad for a midfielder in a team where even the strikers are demanded to walk back first and foremost. The 23-year-old, who has scored 10 goals in 24 matches in all competition for West Ham, first caught the attention of European clubs when Danish side FC Nordsjælland brought him from Ghana at the age of 17, a relative latecomer in the modern football world. So
his rise from here has been known no bounds, actually.
Right.
And for 2 years, or 2 years later,
Right.
he was snapped up by Ajax, where he impressed greatly in those 3 seasons in Amsterdam, as well as at the 2022 World Cup.
And also Ghana will release the impact he could have in providing extra quality behind a forward line of the Ayew brothers and Inaki Williams. So that's just what it is. So we have to go on who is our number 5. But just in case you need to know, magic is really happening somewhere right there at St. James Park. The Magpies are really doing what I don't expect, or what I expected, right? Or what maybe you don't expect on paper to say. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1.
But who do you think will win this match?
Axiki.
Ike.
Yeah.
My football analyzer.
Before I answer that, let me quickly run through the game. It's 37 minutes already, and of course, the game started with Manchester City as usual, playing on the ascendancy, and of course they were putting a lot of pressure on Newcastle.
Right.
But of course, 15 minutes into the game, the goalkeeper sustained injury, Ederson, and he was replaced by Marino Ortega, and that was exactly where everything started crumbling. Manchester City defense started shaking, and Bernard Silva, put Manchester City up with the first goal, and then Newcastle United came back, and this is the second goal in the space of 5 minutes.
So are you saying Newcastle will take the lead at the end of the day?
Well, it's still very early to call. Manchester City has shown that they've got the character to actually come back from the dead many times.
Right.
So yes, they can actually still bring this. They can actually still put this one to the bag. But then the way this game is going, they need an inspiration, because it shows that something's actually lacking. Perhaps if a Kevin De Bruyne comes in, and then this might be another chance
from Doku. He gets opportunity.
Okay, so that's it's been wasted already. But
Right.
of course, like I said, Manchester City can actually come back into this game and perhaps still win it.
Yeah,
but it depends also on how Newcastle conduct themselves going forward. But I think I still see more goals in this game.
Okay, from what side you don't want to say? What side gets to go?
Is that what?
What side?
Manchester City might still score or perhaps still win this game. But like I said, we still have goals in this game.
Okay, so let's run through to our number 5. Talk about the top 10 players to look out for. He's a Moroccan international. You have to let me pronounce this one for you. You're right.
But I want to say something after I pronounce it.
Okay,
so go ahead.
His name is Youssef El Nassiri. He plays for Sevilla. So what do you want to say?
Yeah, so the name Youssef, is giving me vibes. Oh, not vibes, Sha. It's reminding me of this Big Brother guy.
You want to bring
there's one, there's one Big Brother guy.
I know him.
So his name is Youssef.
Handsome guy.
So yeah, that
you crushed on him?
No, sorry, I did not. He's just
do you
a fine
like
guy.
him? He's just a fine guy.
He's just a fine guy, but
when the ladies say the guy is fine,
he's fine, yeah, but doesn't mean I have something for him.
Okay. Let's talk about Youssef El Nassiri. You want to tell about El Nassiri?
Oh yeah, so Youssef El Nassiri is a Moroccan, and on a far different note to that of Salah, Salah, Mane, and Osimhen. Youssef El Nassiri performs in front of goals. He's likely to hold the key to Morocco's ambitions.
Okay.
The historic achievement of reaching the World Cup semi-final in Qatar left their manager Walid Regragui with a clear mission ahead to win the 2023 AFCON. To do so, Morocco needs to find goals.
So their defense is their rock and securely guarded by Sofiane Amrabat of Manchester United, the low knee. Man, I'm waiting to know what comes to play. Maybe a goal from Newcastle would do. And no. Okay, let's go back to the Moroccan side in the studio right here. I'm seeing that very game. 14 minutes gone in that match, and I'm looking and I begin to wonder, reminiscing in my head. It feels like a City are struggling, and Isak has been a bone on contention. I mean, he's really been eating up the run, making every right runs for the Newcastle side. Don't forget they play at home today, and the manager is British. Eddie Howe, maybe we'll ask question. Eddie, how did you do it?
Well, the thing about this particular game is that Newcastle is actually playing a very, very interesting part of kind of football.
Right.
They are soaking up the pressure and they're using the quick pace of Almiron and of course Isak to actually torment Manchester City. Manchester City at this point has played a very high line, and that's exactly why they've been having problems. So and with the way the game is going, Newcastle might still get another goal. And if they don't get another goal, if Manchester City gets themselves back into this game, there's going to be a big problem for them.
Okay, so let's go back.
Draw?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Valerie, talk about this. You have a football club you're fan?
Yes.
Which one?
I'm a Man U fan.
You sound like Vivian a little bit on the show now. You're a Man United fan. Vivian, that's a Vivian connection.
We're Man U.
That's the connection. Man United. Okay, do your
That's
thing.
why I was talking about the bread price earlier.
Okay, we have a fun in the studio.
Is it the original one? Is it the original one? The main one.
I'll customize it, yeah.
It's not Nigerian made.
It doesn't, as in, I'll customize it, Valerie.
Okay, so
bring it.
That's it, right?
That's not the bride price, but bring it.
okay, let's take it back to the Nations Cup talk. Joseph Enna's series performance in front of goal, like you heard Valerie say, is likely to hold the key of Moroccan's ambition. But I'll let you know that their attack needs to find the net more regularly by criticism. They have been planted by the feet of Enna's series. The 26-year-old returned on 17 goals in 61 matches is not exactly an embarrassment to the national level. And Walid Regragui has highlighted that the Seville striker work rate for the team as a key element in the success. France famously won the 1998 World Cup without a recognized goal scorer, so perhaps Morocco did not need to panic. There are, however, some incredible goal scorers at the tournament who might just pinch a tight game from the side and leaves the Atlas Lions licking their wounds. So we go to number 6. We have to be patient a little bit because we'll go on a break. Valerie, who comes to be number 6?
We have Andre Onana. He's a Cameroonian, actually, yeah. And Onana returns from international retirement in goal for Cameroon and could be a problematic one for the coach. As it says, no doubt, yeah. Welcome for the fans and his teammates. His dismissal from the World Cup squad during the tournament and subsequent retirement appeared to spell the end of his international career. At least while Rigobert's song was in the change of the team anyway.
Okay, so the 27-year-old recalled to the squad in September for the AFCON qualifiers was a shock. Whether Onana and Son have buried the hatchet or not, the ultimate sweeper keeper role will be vital to his team chances of success. Don't forget, what? Did you see that?
It's actually an offside.
It was an offside. Oh. So Onana retired and is back to the team. But let's quickly go on and talk about one man. The number 7, who do we have? His name is what?
We have Riyad Mahrez.
So what about Riyad Mahrez, Valerie?
He's an Algerian, yeah? And Mahrez captained Algeria to victory in the 2019 final against Senegal.
Right.
But a repeat in Ivory Coast does not appear on the cards. The winger was a magician in the Premier League, winning the title with both Leicester City and Manchester City. Okay,
so it was with a former where a tight-knit group of players sprinkled with some stars through their magic, defied and all odds imaginable to secure their first English top flight crown. They have only ever been runners-up previously, and that was in 1928. Never was born then, to 1929. And the 32-year-old now with Al Ali in the Saudi Pro League has an impressive 30 goals in 89 appearances for Algeria. We go to number 8. Valerie, who do we have?
And number 8 on our list, we have Nicolas Pepe.
Okay.
And Ivory Coast. He would just like his name is Nicolas Pepe.
Nicolas
you know,
Pepe.
In Nigeria, Pepe, like in the hot.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so Arsenal's one-time record signing was yet to achieve the full potential, and there would be no better time to do so than at the AFCON hosted in his own country.
Right.
His 10 goals in 37 international appearances is hardly enough evidence to excite fans before the tournament. Actually, I don't have to play football yet, but then the score sounds low. Okay,
so with Wilfried Zaha overlooked for the squad and Sebastian Haller misfiring at Borussia Dortmund, however, Pepe seems the most likely to shine. Indeed, it was Pepe's goal that sealed the demise of the defending champion Algeria at the last edition. Should both Pepe and Sebastian Haller shine then, with home advantage perhaps, a second half come to add to their 1992 triumph could be in the style, could be what the Elephants might be getting. Host country, do you want to support them at all? Okay, today they are playing today, would you support them?
Okay.
For the fact that they're hosting it.
Okay, for just
Why
today,
you
I'll
think
support them. For just today, I will support them because Nigeria, my country, we stand together.
Okay, let's run. Coming number 9 on the list of the top 10 is who?
We have Hakim Ziyech.
Okay.
He's a Moroccan. And Moroccans are expected to be the team beat at AFCON 2023.
Right.
And the strength in all areas is clear, but it mainly lies in their defensive set. As much as En-Nesyri must find the net more regularly.
Okay.
He will need help. Yeah. But the most likely source of goals and assist contributions to aid the striker will come from Ziyech on the flank.
Okay, so now the former Chelsea forward on loan, well, could call him a Chelsea player, currently on loan to Galatasaray, has scored 20 goals in 54 international appearances, and the Atlas Lions need him to rediscover his form at FC Twente and Ajax that led to his move to Stamford Bridge back in 2020. We go to number 10, and this is where we go to talk about the number 10. What do you want me to call this one? You've been cheating.
Oh yeah, cool. But then as per the last one, we're supposed to make one brrr sound.
Well, is the player worth it? It's actually worth it. Get a bell, get it. Mr. Phil should get on you. Let's go. The number 10 here is Vase Bissouma of Mali. Okay, so was there to be a real dark horse to emerge as contenders in the AFCON title? Then Mali are a team on the move. They are unbeaten in 7 matches, winning 6 of those, including 6-2 travel. And that's against Guinea-Bissau. In the final warm-up match, the center of midfield is particularly powerful area in terms of qualifying and depth for Mali. But in terms of quality and depth for Mali, the 30-year star Bissouma has the potential to be one of the players of the tournament.
Could this be an AFCON to remember for the 27-year-old?
It just might be.
Could it be enough to
just
propel?
maybe, just maybe.
Okay, so to their first AFCON title, never say never. And much time, the favorites Morocco, their best form of attack may be their defensive setup.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 24 teams will be participating in the AFCON as host Ivory Coast to face Guinea-Bissau in tournament's opening match in Abidjan today, which is the 13th day in January. The way I'm saying is making it look as if it's still far. But that is today, the match will soon be.
Ike, let me ask you, are you supporting Ivory Coast today? Knowing full well that the host country, are you supporting them?
I don't have a reason not to support them, right? And I think they are one of those nations that I like, right?
Okay. Why?
So,
Why?
So you like them for what? Do you like them for? Is it for their culture, for their football?
Not their culture,
then what?
but
Their food?
I like them because of some of their players, not the ones that are playing actually. The likes of Drogba and the like. So yeah, I think I have that.
Drogba was so unlucky.
Yeah.
In 2015 after retired.
Exactly, especially. So I think I have that, thing for them. Yeah, I'm rooting for them today.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah.
Okay.
So what are your top 3 countries you're routed for? In this AFCON 2023?
Okay, as a neutral.
No, I don't want to know as a neutral. It's a plain question. Did you say as a neutral?
No, I did not.
Just straight question.
Okay. Morocco.
Okay.
Egypt.
All right.
And Senegal.
Morocco,
Why
Egypt,
those 3?
Senegal.
I think they possess the most balanced team.
Okay.
Not players now. I'm talking about team. Yeah,
Right.
they've shown in Egypt for their consistency in AFCON. They've shown that they are the best team in Africa when it comes to preparations and playing this tournament. They might not even have the stars, right?
Yeah.
But of course, they always have a team.
All right.
Morocco showed that they are the best team in Africa, going by the last World Cup.
Yeah.
And of course, Senegal, they are defending champions. So yeah.
Okay. You know the team song. Valerie, you talk about Akwaba. We'll go on a short break. When we return, the show continues. Don't forget, all road leads to where? Ivory Coast. We're going to Ivory Coast. But let's enjoy this one a little bit. Akwaba coming from Magic System, Mohamed Ramadan, and Yemi Alade. Do you dance a lot?
You people should go on YouTube and watch me now. I'm about to display some moves.
Wait, you want to dance?
Yes, I want.
Okay, so you enjoy this great one. It's the official song.
Go on YouTube, watch me while I show my moves.
Okay, so it's that song Akwaba from that Magic System. I love to talk about this quite a lot of time. Mohamed Ramadan, and also Nigerian, one of the Afro-pop artists, Lady I admire so well, not by whatever you might think when I'm talking about the music star. Her name is Yemi Alade. Let's enjoy this one. It's coming from Magic System and it's titled Akwaba, Lagos City. We'll be back shortly.
يا متجمعين يو 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 جايين حالفين نفرح ملايين يو 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 أهلا بيكم في بلادنا قوة في اتحادنا الأمل في عيون ولادنا نلقاها طول حياتنا ربنا واحد كلنا واحد أبيض ولا أسمر نفس الدم واحد أفريقيا دمي دمي أفريقيا لوني لوني أفريقيا بلادي بلادي أفريقيا
It's our time for great football. It's the 34th edition of its kind, AFCON 2023, where all road leads to Ivory Coast. Remember, the Super Eagles are involved.
It's so painful that Victor Boniface and Wilfred Ndidi are not part of our squad. But then again, don't worry. We are Super Eagles. We have the African best player, Victor.
Obviously, everybody knows we have the African best player, Victor Osimhen. I'm really waiting to know what comes to play tomorrow. And that game comes your way. It will be 3 p.m. Nigerian time. Do we have what it takes to win that very game? But still on the update about the AFCON, let me let you know some things you need to know. We talked about the tournament format. Which team qualified? We've talked about that. The opening fixtures, we've talked about that. But quickly, let me let you know. Let's meet the top 10 highest goal scorers in the AFCON trophy. It's a very big one. The African Cup of Nations AFCON have seen some great, gracious players grace its podium, picking up the golden boot for their high numbers of goals while on parade for their national teams. We'll let you know. Will Victor Osimhen, El Nassiri, Sadio Mane, Mo Salah get on this one? Time will tell. But quickly, the number one man on the list of African top scorers, his name is Samuel Eto'o. He plays for Cameroon. He played for Cameroon while he was playing 18 goals. So his name, Laurent Poko, 14 goals. And Ivorian Rashidi Yekini of Nigeria, 13 goals of his blessed memory. Rest in peace. Al Hassan, some call him Hassan El Shazai, 12 goals for Egypt. Patrick Obama comes 11 goals for Cameroon. And Osam Hassan, 11 goals for Egypt. Didier Drogba, 11 goals for Ivory Coast. Ndaye Balumba, 10 goals for DR Congo. And also Franciludo dos Santos, 10 goals for Tunisian side. And the last man on the list is Andre Ayew. We are waiting to know what comes to play. Valerie, how are you feeling on the show?
I'm super excited.
What are you expecting? What are you expecting for? You know, we have notes, so don't go anywhere. We have notes to bring to you about Joseph Peseiro. He's got something to say. But quickly, what do you want to say?
Okay, so I'm super excited about the AFCON 2023 match here, and I look forward to seeing Nigeria win. In as much as, because according to Ike, he said he has his top 3, which he mentioned Morocco, right, Senegal, and Egypt, right? Yeah, so since he, as an analyst, he has said his own, but as a neutral person, I mean, like in sports,
right.
I don't think I have a top 3, but then I'm still vouching for Nigeria.
Okay.
And I hope Ivory Coast wins today, because for it to be a slap on them.
You said you're supporting Ivory Coast just for today. Why?
Not just for today, for the days they win, except they play against Nigeria.
But they are in our group. If they win all their games, then there'll be a problem for us. We're in the same group. Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau, Equatorial Guinea, Nigeria, Super Eagles. So if they win all their games, we want to 2 comes out from the group. We want us to come out.
I know they will go out, but I don't want them to go out first. Now, no. Don't get me wrong. For the fact that it will be a slap on them, all right, as the host. The host nation, for them to you're trying to help them. Okay. I have mercy on those who,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, So we have a question today for our guest, Ike. Ike said he wants to give me Manchester United jersey. Ike, when are you going to bring my? It's not bride price. That's not what they say. My room in my village.
So you tell me now.
I should tell you what they say.
We'll do that after the show.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So Ike, I have a few questions for you on the show today. As regards Nigerian Super Eagles injury, are we still a threat in the front line? Talking about the striking force.
Of course, we're still very much a threat. Take out Victor Osimhen. I think if we have a team, we'll really not worry about the attack.
Okay.
Football, right? They say goals win games, so that's why they place more emphasis or importance on attackers. But the truth is, I'll tell you the truth, that the midfielders and the defenders are actually very much important in the team than the attackers, because they actually make the team tick and they make the team work. Right now, if we look at other teams that have won championship without a clear-cut striker, the Spanish team did it in 2010, right? They also did it in
2010.
Yes, they also did it in 2008, right? They played without an out-and-out striker, and of course they did very well. They outplayed other teams, right? Even in 2012 Euro Cup, they actually did not have, if you remember in that tournament, Fernando Torres was coming from the bench in 2012. So if they can actually do it, they did it because their midfield and their defense were very, very, very solid.
Okay.
So if our team can be solid, we'll really not miss. That's why I have problem with the fact that indeed it's not there. But I hope our son will actually do the job.
Okay.
Yeah. So how does Jose Peseiro put things in place now?
That's a big question. How does he put things in place now?
For our game tomorrow.
Peseiro.
Yeah. How does Peseiro?
I'm not a coach, right? And I'm not going to try to do his job for him.
Okay.
But I know that the job of a coach is to actually make sure that the team, work in a particular pattern.
Okay.
Now, what is the Super Eagles known for? We are a team that like to fly. We are Eagles. We use our flank very well.
Yeah.
If we can keep our flank, high and flying, and of course ensure that our midfield actually play very well. And I need someone who is very, 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 very careful and cautious in the center of the defense. Like, if you remember last time we were talking about the Super Eagles setup, I was talking about the spinal cord, how it relates to football. Right? If you don't have a spinal cord, you can't stand. And that's why we need to have a very potent striker, a very good midfielder that will do the job in the middle of the park, 2 of them actually, and of course a very good.
So with all these talks now, do you see us making it past the group stage?
We have the players.
Okay.
We should be able to pass the group stage. That's for me. I mean, but then it depends on how tactically good our opponents are in this group stage. They might not even have the players, but of course if they are tactically
so knowing fully well that we had a bad friendly with the last 2 games, can we assess the thing with that squad?
Well, like I said, I really would like to say that games like that, pre-games like that before tournament is actually a game to test the tactics of the team.
Okay.
And of course, how players can actually integrate into the team.
Right. That's true.
But then, if we are looking at how this can actually affect our performance in the long run, then we should be actually we should be very, very careful, because the way Nigeria has been playing, even before this tournament, I'm talking about competitive games like the qualifiers. It really showed that Peseiro is really lacking tactically, right? And then, so I want to look at this team, right, with hope, and that is not a good place to look at a team from.
Right.
You have to look at the team from what they bring, not by hope. And then, can Nigeria actually do it? Yes, we can. We've got the players. I will always say that.
Okay.
But can we actually deliver tactically? If you remember in the last Nations Cup, we were knocked out by Algeria. Right. Now, if you look at that game critically, you understand that we suffered dearly because the Algerians were tactically superior. So I do not know how good Peseiro is tactically. So that's why I said I will start to judge him after the second game.
Okay. So judging from all you've said right now, who should be our number 1 goalkeeper right now? Who do you think should be our number 1 goalkeeper?
See.
Right.
honest reply. Like from the eyes of an analyst.
Okay.
I think I'll still go for Ozoho.
Why?
Now, sometimes it is not the best goalkeeper in terms of one-on-one save and all of that can actually do the job. It's about who can inspire confidence.
Yeah.
Right. And who can inspire confidence is that person with the biggest experience in the biggest stage. And amongst all the goalkeepers that we have, I think he is the one with the most experience in this stage. So I think I'll go with him.
Okay. So going with him now, let me get to know which player are we going to miss. A whole lot of players have been out. The likes of Awoniyi. Awoniyi, I don't want to count it because he was off the list. He wasn't the team. Now, Sadiq Kumar is out. Victor Boniface is out. Wilfred Ndidi is out. Who do you think the Super Eagles miss more?
We'll miss Wilfred Ndidi the most. I mean, for Victor Boniface, if the coach decides to play 4-3-3, we can actually use anyone in the flank, and Victor Boniface, can be on the bench all through.
Right. That's right.
But
depending on the formation,
yes, depending on the formation. But there's no way we're going to set up if Ndidi is fit that he will not be in that team. And you can take it to the bank. He's one of the, if not the most experienced player that we have in that team that's going to start. Apart from Ahmed Musa, who is most likely going to be starting from the bench. He is that inspiration. He is the captain without the armband there.
Okay.
Wow, interesting. So how prepared do you think we're going to the AFCON 2023 match? Like Nigeria players, how prepared do you think we are going into the match?
The players.
Yes,
the players. If for the players they are prepared. For the team, I don't know. I can't say.
What do you mean?
But then the players are
yes, that's the thing. Some of the players have shown that they are good in their club side. Right. So are they prepared? Yes, they are prepared.
Okay. But for the team,
I cannot say that. We saw what happened against Guinea. But again, like I said, I don't want to judge them with a pre-game to the a tournament pre-game.
Right.
Okay. So with that here, do you think there will be pressure on Osimhen, knowing fully well that he is the African best?
Absolutely. There is huge pressure on him. But like I said before, Osimhen coming into this tournament is just like when he arrived in Napoli with the big money. Right?
Okay.
He delivered. So I think this is not the very first time he's facing pressure.
The pressure
on this stage.
So you think he'll be able to handle the pressure?
Shoulder it, yes. Right. But the problem he'll be having, like I said, is the supplies. If the supplies is not coming, it's most likely going to be frustrated.
Okay. So we talked about your favorites. You still say Morocco, Senegal. But if you want to patriotic, you go with Nigeria. So the question is, are we ever going?
We'll send you back to any.
Are we going to see the Senegalese? Are we ever going to see them this time around? The likes of Khalid Koulibaly, Papi Matissa, you like to call the name right?
Papi Matissa.
So Sergio Mane, all of those great players. Are we going to see them defend the champions they are?
It's very difficult to defend the Nations Cup.
Okay.
It's very, very difficult to defend any Nations Cup. Right. But then, like I said, it's not really a West African thing, to defend the Nations Cup. I'm not saying we can't do it, but I think it's more of a North African thing because of the way their players are homegrown, right? But then, yes, can they do it? The bulk of the players that won the last tournament still very much there. Look at other teams. Do they have those kind of players or those kind of team that you say will be a very big threat? The last Nations Cup is a cue to whatever is going to happen in this one. Senegal is still very much a very strong side. Algeria is still very much a very strong side. Egypt is still very much a very strong side. Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. Now look at all of this side. Which of them cannot, or which of them can you beat your chest and say, toe to toe, pound for pound, they are going to beat that Senegal team? That's exactly what you'll be looking at.
Okay, so we talk about this one now. Andre Onana sends his first invitation to the Cameroonian national team. Let's talk about 2017. He refuses a call-up for the AFCON for Ajax. Cameroon went on to win the tournament. He missed out, right? 2022 abandoned the World Cup squad in Qatar following the altercation with Rigobert Song and retired internationally. 2023 comes out of retirement internationally, and 2024 refuses to play first match against Guinea so as not to lose his place with Man United, and will therefore arrive 2 weeks after everyone else have been in the camp. Right.
Yeah. So the national team that have scored the most goals in African Cup of Nations history. Wow. For 168 goals, we have Egypt's national team.
Okay.
That's I think that's like the highest score on the list here. And for the next, Ivory Coast national team, they've had 143 goals.
Right.
For Cameroon national team, they've had 137 goals.
Okay.
And we are joined with them. They're joined with Nigeria, so hey, voila, God I beg. So for Nigeria national team here, we've had 137 goals so far, and for Ghana, they've had 133 goals. And the national teams that have achieved the most wins in the African Cup of Nations historically, we have 60 wins for Egypt.
Wow.
We have 54 wins for Ghana.
Right.
We have 53 wins for Nigeria. On these wins now, Ghana did not now allow Nigeria surpass them because from the other one, Nigeria had more goals than them. But then, for Cameroon, we have 45 wins. For Ivory Coast, we have 44 wins. For Algeria, we have 28 wins. And for Morocco, we have 27. And Senegal, we have 27 wins.
Okay, so let's let you know the AFCON title holder had difficulties retaining the title in recent years. It takes me back to say what you said. If you defend it, then it's the miracle of the game. So in 2012, we saw Egypt not qualify. 2013, Zambia group stage exit. 2015, Nigeria not qualify. 2017, Ivory Coast group stage exit. 2019, Cameroon round of 16. 2022, Algeria group stage exit. 2024, Senegal. Will they do it? I don't know. Okay, so let's go with Ivory Coast manager Jean-Louis Gasset on Guinea-Bissau. He said, "What I know about Guinea-Bissau is that we know they defeated Nigeria in their AFCON qualifiers, and that's just what it is." Okay.
He's giving himself motivation.
Okay.
He'll be fine. Yeah, so for the AFCON 2023 stadiums,
okay.
Alassane Ouattara Stadium, Abidjan. The capacity for this stadium is actually 60,000.
Wow.
Wow, that's huge.
That's the Group A matches. All matches were played in that stadium.
That's big. And Felix Hoffert, Big Bogny Stadium, Abidjan, can carry 40,000, and we host the Group B matches.
Okay.
And for Charles Konan Bani Stadium,
Yamoussoukro.
Right. Thank you for helping me with that. that sounded like a bit difficult for me to pronounce.
Right.
They'll be hosting the Group B matches. Oh, sorry, no, they'll be hosting the Group C matches.
Okay.
And for
Stade de la Paix, Bouquet, 40,000.
Their capacity is also 40,000, and they will host Group D matches. And Amadou, please help me pronounce that.
That's Amadou Gon Coulibaly Stadium.
Stadium. They have like 20,000. They can carry capacity of 20,000, and they will host Group E matches.
Okay.
And Laurent Poco Stadium, San Pedro will carry 20,000 persons, and we host the Group F matches.
So what about the next one, about the Malian? What about that, Valerie? What's that?
The Malian president. Is it? I don't want to mention names.
Okay, Assimi Goita. He handed over what?
The flag.
To who?
To the players.
What's that? What does it mean? They should win it. That's a big
according
honor
to him.
Right, but can they win it?
It's left for them.
Okay, so let's talk about players who have scored in different editions of the African Cup of Nations historically. 6 different editions. Samuel Eto'o have scored 6 different editions. Kalusha Bwali have scored 6 different editions. Andre Ayew 6 different editions. Asamoah Gyan. Andre Ayew has the opportunity to become the first player to score in seven different editions.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So me having to mention this name now is giving me flashback.
Okay.
To mention Austin J.J. Okocha.
He's a legend in the game.
He's a legend. Like the name only gives me a flashback of my childhood.
Right. Great. Everybody knows him.
Everybody.
You don't have a choice. You must know JJ.
He's a legend.
Right.
In the football game. Yeah. And in 2024, he's the only Nigerian to win the Player of the Tournament in AFCON when the country did not win the title.
Wow.
The other 2 Nigerians to win the award did in the country's winning years. That's Christian Chukwu in 1980 and Rashidi Yekini 1994.
Okay, so that's a blessed memory. So loudspeakers are prohibited from entering the stadium in all matches of the 2023 Asian Nations Cup in Qatar.
And the Egyptian players performed Friday prayers in the presence of one of the sheikhs of the Al-Azhar present in Ivory Coast.
So the 2023 AFCON organizing committee has announced a ban on the use of lasers and smoke effects in stadium for all games.
Okay, so Vincent Abubakar.
This one is the bad news. I feel for him. Let's hear.
Yeah, so Vincent Abubakar have been reported to have picked up a serious injury in training during his session. So
Valerie, come with me. Let's pace you on this. I'll talk about the Group A. You go with the B. I go with the C. You go with the D. Now in the African Cup of Nations, let's let you know quickly. Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau on the Group A.
And on the Group B, we have Egypt, Ghana, Cape Verde and Mozambique.
And the group C, Senegal, Cameroon, Guinea, and Gambia.
And in Group D, we have Algeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, and Angola.
In the Group E, Tunisia, Mali, South Africa, Namibia.
And the last group, we have Group F. We have Morocco, Dr. Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania.
Okay, that's Morocco, DR Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania. And Nigeria update: Sebastian Haller has an ankle problem, while the Moscow injury keeps Simon Adingra out of the opening game today. And I don't know.
That's quite a pity. That's not good news.
Right. This is where we have to end this conversation for this section. Hopefully we'll get to be back very, very soon. Don't miss out. But Ike, was nice having you on the show.
Yeah.
You've been busy looking at the
my
thing.
Jesse. And that is not my bride prize.
I mean, she said something that really cost me.
Right. Okay, what's that?
He said Dr. Congo.
Yeah. Oh, that's DR Congo.
Why are you like that? It's denoted as doctor.
Yeah, it's
So
actually
I'm actually giving them degree.
okay.
I'm making you see that they have quality.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
But is that to say they win?
No, this just shows that women don't really take responsibility.
Yeah, that would be a tough. That would be a tough for another
we
day.
have to argue. You want us to argue
No,
this one?
Valerie, don't fight. You like fight. You want to
I
fight.
like fight.
You want to fight. Okay, so we're going on a quick break. Just don't go anywhere. We have a guest artist in the building. I'm not going to say his name. All you need to do is just stay back. Don't go anywhere. We have a guest man who's going to make the show look very fly. It's been amazing with you. And on this note, okay, let's get you on the sign off quickly.
Yeah, it's so good to be here doing sport with you. And,
Right.
I mean,
Valerie. Valerie.
You now see
Look at the
why
wife.
it sound like
you said you want to take her. That's the woman you said you want to take. You want to take her home.
That's
And you
the
don't even know
problem.
my
And you
name.
call her the gallery.
Oh my God.
I really struggle to pronounce English names.
Oh.
That's my problem.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
right.
she's going to tell me her native name when we're done.
Okay.
But then yes, it's so good to be here. I mean, with Valerie spicing up the show,
Right.
it's so beautiful. And yes, we look forward to. I mean, we're already in Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
we're here right
So
now.
hopefully tomorrow we'll be here
Yeah,
again
of course.
to give you more updates about the Nigeria game.
Let's see how it goes.
All right, thank you so much, Ike.
Good night, Lagos.
All right. A little bit about that song again. Akwaba will come your way. Just enjoy that song small. Just small. It's the official team song. You hear me play that song often time right here on VOP 90.3 FM Lagos. But when we come back, we'll have a guest artist. Guess who that man is? You don't want to touch the dial. Stay here, VOP 90.3 FM. Stay with Kizzy K. We'll be back shortly.
Que tu sois
بلادنا قوة في اتحادنا الأمل في عيون ولادنا ملكها طول حياتنا ربنا واحد كلنا واحد أبيض ولا أسمر نفس الدم واحد أفريقيا أمي أمي أفريقيا لوني لوني أفريقيا بلادي بلادي أفريقيا
It's our time for great football. It's a 34th edition of its kind. AFCON 2023, where all road leads to Ivory Coast. Remember, the Super Eagles are involved.
It's so painful that Victor Boniface and Wilfred Ndidi are not part of our squad. But then again, don't worry. We are Super Eagles. We have the African best player, Victor Osimhen.
World class, Osimhen!
Imagine Samuel Chukwueze on the wing, Alex Iwobi in the midfield, and other incredible players. Omo, you want try? No try,
Getting the wrong side this morning.
Omo, I no go miss anything for this AFCON 2023. A competition wey get big names and dangerous team. Defending champion na Senegal. They gon get plenty players. See.
You're still tuned to the best dial voice of the people now, the Punch FM, Lagos City, the best place to be at all time. We told you before we went on the break, we told you that we are going to have our guest artist. Valerie, how did you feel when I said guest artist?
I was looking forward to seeing who the guest artist is.
So,
and yeah, voila.
You know one thing about Valerie, you don't used to, when you see fine guys, that's how you always act. No, I'm not trying to get you on the spot, right?
Okay.
Now, all the screaming when the artist going to the studio. How did you feel?
I'm like, okay, wow. So this new talent.
Wow.
I'd like to know more. Yeah.
Okay, so we told you, VOP 90.5 FM Lagos City, we have our guest artist in the building. I would have loved to do the unveiling of himself, right? But let's get to meet the man who will be spicing up the show for us. Good evening to you. How you doing today?
Good evening. I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well. He sound deep. He doesn't sound his look.
He doesn't sound his look.
Wow.
Yeah, I was expecting some spikes in his voice. Yeah,
that sounds
and then it
deep.
sounds so cool. I'm like,
That's an artist.
Okay,
what do you expect?
Okay. You know, the bossy kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. So you're welcome to the show. How you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
You're looking very well. You're looking very, very fly.
Yeah, with his glasses.
So let's get to meet you.
My name is Falodu Bobola. My stage name is Bobo of Lagos.
Bobo
of Lagos. Their daddy.
Okay, Valerie, you've met him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'd like to ask you some questions and get
You
your
like
response.
questions.
I do, because I want to know more. Yeah, I want to know more.
But when you hear Bobo of Lagos, what about Bobo of Lagos? What's about that?
Is it Bobo or Bobo?
Bobo of
Oh,
Lagos.
Bobo.
Bobo of Lagos.
Right,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I heard Bobo.
That was Bobo of Lagos.
Bobo. Oh, nice
Okay.
name. Nice stage name. Yeah. So, Bobo of Lagos, would you like to let us know when you started with music? When did you start music?
Music. I've been doing music since way back. Let's say, my mom is a choir.
Oh.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh, it was in the family.
So yes,
It's in the blood.
She really loved doing music. So when we start growing up, taking us to choir practice, inspired
The whole
me.
family?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's our start. So let's say from way back.
Little
Yeah.
age. Like, would you say, let's say from age of 5 or 3?
I can't really say, but growing up, meeting.
You grew up with music.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so the
interesting.
question is this: why did you choose music?
As I said the other time, I grew up, and you know, if music is not what I'm interested in,
Right.
it will look like abuse. Because
wow.
my mom is a choir.
Do you understand what he's trying to say? There's no way he wouldn't do music.
Yeah.
So,
But then even if you had like had other options, like let's say you had career and other things to do, would you still have gone for music?
I will definitely do, because that's what I love doing.
So if it wasn't for music, what else would you do? What else do you think you would be doing, or what else do you do?
I might be doing artists, like artwork, drawing
Right.
artwork.
Oh, you draw.
Yes, I do.
That means you're a talented artist.
Talent star. Of course. So far, your music career, how has been the support from your parents, your family? What's the support?
Valerie, I'm loving this question.
Yeah.
Because I know a whole lot of parents.
Yeah, because most parents don't support. Yeah, you see them when their children say, "Oh, mommy, daddy, I want to go into music," and then they're like, "What do you mean by that?"
Right, I know,
Music,
that's true. That's
you get
true.
that kind of, so what has been? You already mentioned earlier that your mom, was a choir
family
mistress.
thing.
So now you ventured into music, and
Really?
is it like the kind of music she would like? Because that's another thing here.
Right,
right.
You grew up for your mom being a choir mistress. Was she supportive? That your kind of music is secular, right? It's not gospel.
It's secular,
Yeah.
right.
So what was her response like? You having to say, "Oh, mommy, I want to go into music, but it's not your kind of music. Like this is like secular music, right?" So what was her response like? What did they support you in it? And I would like to know.
That's the little problem, Sha. See, she really loved gospel music.
Oh.
So and I'm into hip hop.
Secular, right? Hip hop.
So it was very hard for
Yo,
me to explain.
nigga.
It was very hard for me to explain. But as time goes on, she has no option because
She got used to it.
Yes, she got used to it.
Okay, so Bobo of Lagos, let me get on this now quickly with you right now. I need to reminisce before I say this. I'm trying to take a deep breath because I know what it is, right? As an artist growing up, when I spoke, I wouldn't want to say I spoke to your manager, but let me use the word manager because I feel like I should call him a manager, but he don't like to say I'm a manager. He don't want to say that. He says he's a lover of young artists.
yes, he's a young.
He's
He's a lover of young artists.
young artist. So let's talk about this now. I want to ask you. I know you definitely have. What are the challenges you faced? Like let's hear. You sound for the upcoming artists. What have you faced so far? Have it been easy for you?
There are a lot of challenges. So
Wow.
challenges are going. Very lot.
Right.
Because if I start explaining it now, I won't live here.
Just tell us a little bit.
Just
Right?
a
What
brief-
have you faced?
Yeah.
What I notice about people is that they don't really like young growing artists. I don't know. They don't encourage them.
Okay.
So going to shows, meeting dancers.
Wow.
Before getting music producer.
Right.
There are a lot of.
Wait, you meet bouncers? They don't let you go into shows?
I said earlier that they don't like upcoming. I don't really know why. So they don't encourage.
Maybe it's that
artists.
time. Maybe it's that thing that has to do because they're upcoming. They feel they're not. They're not the likes of the David. The Boju. Wow.
So.
But we need to change that narrative.
We really need to change that narrative.
Sure,
so you're facing that. How does it make you feel? Does it discourage you as an artist? Because I know I was talking to someone the other time and he told me a lot of artists who are good have left Lagos.
Sure. It will definitely discourage.
Right.
But at least since that's what you want
for yourself.
But then when all of those,
I
when you feel discouraged, what's that thing that keeps you going? You think of and you're like,
Street keeps
you going.
The streets.
Yes, my mentors like Davido,
Right.
Wizkid,
Right.
Olamide,
Burna Boy.
and my team management,
nice,
like
good.
Dotted Baba,
Sade. Shout out to them.
So
shout out to them.
they are the one who keep me going. I can't give up.
Wow.
So what kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you listen to that inspires you? Like that makes you like, okay, you say this is the kind of music I want to listen to. Some people now they say Afrobeat and the likes of them. So what kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music do you go into? Like, do you sing also?
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I do road rap.
Oh, road rap.
Oh,
And
interesting.
I also do Afro fusion, Afro swing.
Nice.
So
You're a
that's-
rapper as well.
Yeah, sure.
You sing, you rap. That song, don't worry, Lagos City. If you're listening to us, this is VOP now, the Point from Lagos City. We have Bobo of Lagos in the building. Valerie have been, crushing on the guy.
Spicing it.
No, you're crushing on him. Not say you're spicing anything. So let's talk about this song. How do you get your content? How do you do it? Do you write? Do they write for you? Or?
I write. I'm a songwriter.
Oh, you're a songwriter, all right.
Yes.
So much talent.
So,
only you an artist. Only you an songwriter. Only you an musician. Your head is hot.
Okay, so the shows you
manager, I
attend.
did a manager.
The shows you attend. How do you get called up? Do you assemble for shows? Do you go to say I want to perform on your show? Do you go do begging, or do you get call ups as well?
My manager actually
Do all the
that.
run round, right?
Yeah, so big thanks to him,
Right.
Big shout out to him.
Do you mind to get to know his name, maybe? Just share with us. What's his name? What's the manager's name? Do you want to say that? Is this still private as well?
Let's say Dotted Baba.
Okay.
I'm sure that.
Okay. it's really nice having this young artists on the show. And when you've got young people like this, you're giving them all the privilege, all the support, and all the encouragement. Valerie, you had this challenge.
Yeah,
it's a lot of challenge.
When you go out there,
wow, I never knew that happened.
You never knew. You are knowing today.
Yeah, I'm knowing today.
But when you said you're taking it, you're a whole lot of. How did you even say that again? You said you. That's what they said about the street. You said if it gets the support from the street.
Yeah, sure.
You rep the street.
Sure. I rap from the streets. I don't sing for the insider. I stick to the
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Here. So who is your favorite Nigerian artist? I'm expecting to hear somebody's name.
Okay. You know what? Let's do it this way, Bobo. Take away Whiskey, take away Davido.
Yeah. There's one person's name I'm expecting to hear, but okay.
Like people like Vector.
Okay, you're a rapper actually.
Yeah, but yes,
you rappers.
Yes, M.I.D. Baga.
VEC, Vector, the Viper. We know.
I'm not hearing Olamide's name. Olamide's name.
Oh,
you don't want big artist name, so.
No. He said aside the likes of, because you've been mentioning Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy. So like aside the likes of those ones here.
Olamide Bado.
Yeah.
So with the kind of song you do, if you're opportune, if you have your way, Bobo of Lagos, which artist would you want to have in your song? Like would you want to feature if you have your way?
Yeah.
I go like Bado.
Olamide, yeah.
And everybody love the man from the street, Olamide Bado. You know. It's nice having the Bobo of Lagos on the show, but you want to give us one promise, right? We'll have to bring you on the show again.
Yeah.
So you have to give us that promise that when we bring you, when you call, you see. Let me say it now. Thank God this is the VOP 90.3 FM. We are audio visual radio. You know what I'm saying it to your face. Okay. You go check out on YouTube. You still watch this video. It will still be evergreen.
Yeah.
Now the reason I'm saying this, when this artist they blow, you'll forget people.
They won't forget. Not true. That's
no. But I'm serious. I'm not laughing.
But that's facts. Yeah, that's fact.
When you come blow now, you call say after the year you call them. I know the year you text me. I beg, when you blow, remember us. Shall remember us.
I'm even short of us.
Okay.
Because I don't.
You don't do that. You don't see yourself forgetting people from the street.
Fingers crossed.
See, I follow for the street too.
We'll stay and watch you.
The same people that promoted you, call Valerie, call Kizzy K.
Yes,
we got you covered. All right. Okay, so let's get your social media handle. Someone out there might be just like, I want to have a collabo with this guy because I'm going to definitely play your song now. Let's get your handle, your social media handle. So just in case they want to reach out to you and have a vibe with you as well.
And I have my music on all the platforms.
Oh.
Like Spotify,
right.
Apple Music,
okay.
Audio Mac, Google Play. And my handle on Twitter is Bobo of Lagos.
Okay.
Bobo of Lagos 94.
Right.
Also on.
Are you born in 1994? What was that?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
And Instagram, Bobo of Lagos 94.
Okay, and Instagram, Bobo of Lagos 94.
On Facebook.
Okay. What's that?
Bobo of Lagos 94.
Everywhere Bobo of Lagos. Okay, you can catch him all fly, every platform, Bobo of Lagos. That's his handle. Thank you so much for coming around. We wish to have you more all the time. Valerie, would you like to see him again?
Yeah, sure, why not? He's for the street and we're in the street.
Okay. I'm loving that. We need to go now. Valerie, it's been nice having you. You don't want it very regular, you don't do this for me.
Thanks for having me.
How do you feel doing sports?
I actually want to do this again.
You want to do more? Okay.
I want to do this again.
Then you have to pay me.
I'll have to see who's paying. Who is supposed to pay who?
You don't. Okay.
Who's supposed to pay who? You're supposed to pay me. You owe me.
Okay, I'll pay you. You're big name. Actually, you're a big name.
Yeah.
You just heard that, man. Bobo of Lagos. I'll play you that very, very nice song from that artist. You heard him on the show. Please, when we see young artists like this, let's give them all the support.
Really
with all of the support, they really need that support. And please show love. I mean, Valerie, do you show love?
I do. Come on. I'm not showing you love today.
Okay.
Come on, show.
Okay, so Valerie showed me love. So Valerie, let's get your last word on the show before we play the song.
Yeah, so you've had it all, and then we look forward to watching the AFCON 2023 match today.
Okay.
And whoever you're supporting, don't forget, we are Nigerians.
Tell them support Nigeria.
Support Nigeria.
Okay.
Support the Nigerian team.
Alright, so just know that I have to go. Without God, there is no Kizzy K, and there's nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Lagos City, I beg you, please keep dreaming big, work hard to make it a reality. It's like for us to go. You want to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
So before we close here, I want us to follow us on our social media handles.
Okay, you of course will do that, alright.
Yes. So
okay, let them know.
On my own social media handle, you follow me. My Instagram handle is Dera_Mavi.
Right.
Dera_Mavi.
Do you mind to spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dera spelled DERA.
Right.
_MARVY. And on X is Deramavi. Together, DERAMARVY.
Okay, we
Thank
need to
you.
go do it
Yes.
for us across our social network at Voice of the People now, the Point FM, Lagos City. And also, please follow this young man.
Yes,
See,
so follow our artist.
You need to see Bobo of Lagos.
He will blow very soon.
See, you know we told him if he
Big
blow,
name.
if he blow, if he blow, he must remember us. Lagos City, it's time for me to go.
Yeah.
The Nigeria Super Eagles plays tomorrow 3 p.m. Nigerian time. I would be running that for you. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss. But then enjoy this great one. It is coming from Bobo of Lagos. It is titled Young Fella.